to you here through some of the things I want you to pick up on the sample student essay that is an advertisement analysis paper. So I want you to look at sort of the structure of the paper, how the body paragraphs are handled, and some of the claims that the paper is making so that you have a clear sense of what this paper might look like overall. So first, in the introduction, you can see here, the introduction spends some time just talking about the ad. The intro's job is to provide context, and here we have where the ad appeared, which you may or may not know for the ad that you've chosen. We've got the title of the ad, they've identified the target audience, and then given an overall summary without providing too much detail, like what is in the ad, what is the ad, what's the picture or the image that we see. And then you'll see the thesis statement here. And I want you to make sure to look back at the paper assignment sheet. There's a section on thesis statement, so you can see how this thesis sort of plays on some of the templates of what a sample thesis might look like. Here in the thesis, we're identifying the ad, so there's a direct mention, identification of the ad itself, the product that it's for, as well as the title, which is the main slogan of the ad. And then the key sort of implicit message of the ad is noticed here as well. This ad is attempting to associate the toothpaste with this particular type of lifestyle and this particular type of social promise or implicit promise, gaining social acceptance. You can see then each body paragraph focuses on a different element of the ad. So we begin here with what the main focal point of the ad is, which is a great way to start. 4 people standing outside having a party. And then I want you to notice we sort of move from that concrete to the abstract. So we have a bit here about what we see in the ad. So just observations and descriptions and noticing a detail, naming a detail from the ad. That we've got their body language, and then the interpretation of that or the analysis comes next. So what do we notice in the ad? What details are we pointing out? And then what's the analysis that we're offering about those details that we see? Then we come back and we talk about some more details from the ad that we notice. And then here's the analysis, what's suggested by focusing on their white teeth and the fact that they're surrounded by friends. Here we mentioned their clothing, and then the analysis of how their clothing choices in the ad, or the ad's use of clothing of the key people, relates to the overall thesis or the overall implicit message of the ad that's mentioned throughout the paper. The next paragraph here is about the slogan, and we have that same pattern. What is the slogan? What's our analysis of that slogan? And this one goes into some detail there. Then we have the background, right? So I want you to just sort of notice how this paragraph moves from the key focal point to the slogan to the background. Each paragraph focusing on a different element of the ad. And here we move to color. Overall description of the color, pointing out things about the color, analyzing the use of color, and linking that back to the thesis and the implicit message. Of course, I also want you to notice here the conclusion and the types of things the author chooses to do in the conclusion, which in the conclusion you're going to offer some sort of social commentary. Is this a positive thing? Is this manipulative? In what ways is it manipulative? How does it connect to larger social narratives? So again, just I want to make sure that you take a close look at each of the student sample essays because I want you to have an idea of the overall vision of this paper and what it might look like.